No big budgets, no fancy furniture, just a wholesome little craft room that we have built with zero money and a lot of time and effort to show you guys that you can do your own space on a budget. Hey Yanni peeps, my name's Sarah, aka Crocreate, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going to show you around my space, my craft room, the absolute sanctuary in our house. And I am going to prove to you guys that you do not need a big YouTube budget to have your very own space. So we're just going to start with the doorway to the craft room. And as you can see, it is mainly a lot of pictures of us at Disneyland, just because I absolutely loved Disneyland, and it's like, if you know me, then Disney is my one true love, as well as Gav and Poppy. So I thought I'd just pop it on the door just as a nice little entryway into my little sanctuary. And then I just wanted to say to you guys that just because you want a space, it doesn't have to be massive. So you can see here, I'm literally walking in through the door and then my desk is right here. There's no sort of trickery here. This is it. Use that little piece of paper, but that's my floor space. Important to just note here that we literally live in a 3-bedroom semi-detached house on a normal estate in the middle of Stoke-on-Trent. There is no lavish luxury or anything like that. We've only been up and running as Crocreate for around 2 years anyway, so there's no massive budget. The point being that I wanted to show you guys that you don't need a massive budget to actually lift something off the ground like your own space in your own craft room. I will show you outside of my window so you can get the gist of where we live. So yeah, literally on an estate, and you can see all of the houses out there, hopefully. Like, we're not in the middle of nowhere in some fancy house with a fancy craft room. We are on a little estate in the middle of Stoke-on-Trent, and that's fine because we're up and running. We are happy. We love our little house. Just proof that you don't need to have a huge budget to do something like this. I tidied all of this up and made it a bit of a better space. I wanted to show that as well, just to sort of say that you can do it. You can do it with a few quid. A lot of the stuff in this room is recycled, or we didn't buy it. When I come to something that we actually bought specifically, I will let you know, and you will be surprised that I think there's 3 or 4 things that we actually bought for the craft room. So stay tuned to see how you can do your own space on a budget and what ours looks like as well. As always guys, please, leaning on my tripod and it's just gone down, please like and subscribe this video and share it with anyone else that you think might want content like this. It helps us out a lot. It's completely free and you don't have to do anything bar click a button, but it means that I can keep going and making videos for you guys on the good old YouTube. So we're through the door and you'll notice the first thing we come to is my desk space that doubles as a place to straighten my hair and a place for all the plushies to sit and a place for all the hooks to sit, and it's just yeah, a desk space for me to make sure I've got a space to sit on. So another thing that it doubles as is a home office, because I do still work from home a little bit with my job. It's just a nice thing to have in the craft room. This was specifically bought for this space from IKEA. It was a top and the 2 trestle legs. It didn't cost a lot of money. I think all in all I paid like 50 or 60 quid for it, but I wanted a high-low tiltable desk in my space. As we go around on my little desk, you can see, oh, this thing. Okay, so this is a little like bureau thing that my dad made for me. Excuse the dead Ted. That was my mum's teddy bear. Oh, poor dead Ted, from when she was a kid. So this little bureau thing my dad made for me. Now it doubles up as storage, but it also doubles up as a holder for my gooseneck. When you see us filming on a Sunday, this is where the magic happens. And it literally is by the window, so I've got all the natural light coming in to the space that I film, which is here behind the camera, and it's just the best layout in this room because it's literally 2 by 2. There's no massive space here, so gooseneck onto the background with all the natural light, and that's how we do it. Space saving and the cheapest, best way to lay out the room. Next thing you'll notice on the desk are all of the plushies that I've made. One of them is doubling as a pincushion. He was a prototype, but these cuties are coming out very, very soon. So keep your eyes peeled on Instagram for these 3 cuties for pattern testers. And then behind we just have a lot of little plushies that mean something to me. So this guy's from Rill. This one was made by my stepmom. All the ones that I've made as well. My lovely bear, Sprout, and then Cyril the seagull right here, who hasn't been released. So let me know in the comments if you think I should do a little Cyril the seagull crochet pattern release. And then you'll notice the weird things like the drill, because now and then I'll find myself like wanting to put things up, and instead of keep asking Gab to do it, I just take it upon myself and do it myself. So we have said drill in here for those little moments. You will notice as we go around there's a hammer and some nails in here as well. And when he hears me doing stuff like that, he just runs up the stairs and says, "What are you doing? Are you okay?" Because I'm as clumsy as anything. The next little cutie that I can see peeking is this little cutie, and we'll see her double in a minute as we go around the room because she's having a little bit of a glow up. And then we move around to our hooks. So this is sort of our hook area. That's on there as a prop. And it just stashes all my little baskets. So we've got Puppy, and then these 2 beautiful books that my parents bought me. So Amber Fossey, Be Wild, Be Free, definitely recommend that one. And The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. In case you haven't heard of it, you must be living under a rock because that is one of the most famous books out there at the minute. But this one, this Be Wild, Be Free, go and get a copy because I'm not kidding you, it's just the most beautiful story, and it really just says to you, yeah, this is who you need to be who you are. Then we go down here and we'll have a little rummage in our baskets. Allen keys, because who doesn't need Allen keys? Lots of beads. And then we go down to our first problem. Probably shouldn't call this a problem, but it is. This lovely corner behind me houses some of my works in progress. The reason it's a problem is because when we did the craft room and when we cleared it out, we found a lot of works in progress. If you want to see how many works in progress I've got, stick around because it is a little bit of a problem. And of course we have Alexa. Alexa, say hi to YouTube.
Hi there.
I use Alexa for quite a lot of things actually. I use her for dropping in downstairs. I use it to put music on if there's something I want to look up online whilst I'm designing, and just to watch telly on whilst I'm up here doing my thing. So yeah, she does actually get used quite a lot. Wasn't bought specifically for this room though, she was bought for me, but I decided that I wanted to put her in here because I know I use her quite a lot elsewhere in the house. Some more little plushies, and then pictures, and then we come around to our backdrop that you will have seen on YouTube before. We've got a new addition here. We're going to do some epic shit. Queen of Sass, and then our lovely rainbow backdrop, and our pin board, which I think you can see in some of the backgrounds, which has my handmade mouse ears on. Won't use the D word. I think this is probably the most familiar position a lot of you guys will have seen me on. Now, to note, this is actually a piece of paper backdrop that I bought specifically for YouTube. It wasn't expensive, it was like a tenner on Amazon, and I just wanted to cover up the bare wall and make it a little bit more interesting, and then we added some of our own flair to it. A cute little thing here is my very first business card. And then there are again some quotes on here and some pictures of Poppy as well. And then we move down to a storage corner, basically. Storage. And you guys will notice we have a little sprinkles, a rainbow monster here. Just a very, very quick promo. He is coming out, the pattern for him is releasing on Friday, Good Friday. I am doing a little bit of a freebie at the minute. If you sign up to my email list when the pattern drops on Friday, you will get it for free. No strings attached. All you have to do is sign up to my email list. I'll link it in the description. And on Friday, when he releases, I will be sending a link out so you can access the pattern for free if you are on my email list. If you forget to sign up, I will put a reminder up on Friday on Instagram, and for 24 hours, the people that sign up to my email list will also get this pattern for free. So he is dropping very, very soon. Follow me on Instagram and there is a little reminder on there that you can access. I cannot wait to see your versions of this dude. I have had some of the best pattern testers for him and they have done an amazing job. I will link those people in the description as well. I am super thrilled about this one, so please sign up to my email address so you can get your very own Sprinkles the Rainbow Monster pattern for free. Okay, and then we move around the room. Nice little scarf for you there. And we come to our little packing section. Now, this is one of the things, this lovely little shelf here, and you'll see my nice box of nails that I bought specifically for this room, as is our lovely hanging board from IKEA. One of the great things about these boards is that you can add things to them that work for you in your space. This is not an ad by any means. I've just always wanted one of these. I'm a bit of a pegboard nerd, so I've always wanted one, and then we bought one for Pops and I just said to Gav, I need one for myself. So it's bare at the minute, and I thought it'd be really nice at this point if you guys saw exactly what it could be used for. I'm going to stick some samples on it. I'll time lapse it so you don't have to just watch me slowly work, but I'll stick some samples on it and then you guys can actually see what it can be used for and how it can be used. So we have put our samples on. So the one thing I wanted for this was to be able to use it for storing all the samples that I use for our kits. So you can see here we've got all of our earrings because we do kits in every single colour. Our plushies, some of our samples are missing because they went to Create and Craft. Our Christmas lights, wall hangings, granny foam pouch, and then just some scissors and stitch markers because this is actually our packing space. And then, if you remember, I said you'll see Puppy Pillar. Now, this is his glow up version. Oh my gosh, he is a beast. He hasn't got a face yet. But I wanted to see if we could bring him into a kit version. So that is pretty much the reason that we did a glow up version of Puppy Pillar, because I wanted to see if we could make it into a kit. Now, this was requested at Create and Craft a lot last year. What do you guys think? Would this be something you would be interested in a kit version in this super soft chunky, adorable yarn? Let me know in the comments. So in summary, I absolutely love my IKEA board. I wouldn't have it any other way with the twinkly lights. And of course, because I am a 90s kid, we have our trolls up there for a bit of decoration. So this is our little shelf where we are going to pack on our drawers. And they have got things in like safety eyes, bit wobbly, embroidery thread, little baggies to put stuff in. Is there anything in this one? Empty. I haven't done a very good job at packing these out. And then last one, I bet it's empty. Oh no, darning needles, yarn needles in that one. So that's our little drawers. And then we come over here. I told you there'd be nails somewhere for me to put stuff up. And we have our yarn winder over here. Hit my hand on this every time I do it, and I don't know why I haven't moved it yet. And then our lovely sticker wall. I collect stickers. I don't know why, just a bit of an obsession that I've got. I'll show you another sticker piece in a little while, but this is my lovely sticker wall. And this is where we measure out the yarn and wind it and pop it into the kits so they are ready to go. We have some cube storage just here with a lot of yarn already pre-wound in it, ready for our kits for Create and Craft. So there's not actually a lot left to show you guys, but hopefully I'm sort of giving you an idea of how you can crochet your own storage, use a pin board. Just a simple shelf adds to sort of like your storage area, or a way that you can pack orders, things like that. And actually so far I've spent 55 quid. The rest of the stuff I've either made or utilised from elsewhere in the house, or we've had it hanging around and I've just thought, instead of binning that, let's use it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to look at is my yarn storage. Now you will notice that this is a little bit of a hot mess. You can see there is yarn everywhere. The reason for this is I don't actually have a way to separate these, and this is all utilisable yarn that I can use for any project I want. So all of my design yarn is down here in these boxes right here, and all of my yarn that I can use for whatever I want is right up here. But it's just a little bit of a mess. So this is my lovely-ish yarn storage, and again we've got some fairy lights here with some pictures on, because I just love lights, and when it's going dusky at night I love lights, I love popping them on, and I love having memories up as well. The next thing you can see is our bookshelf. Try not to cut myself out. Up top. So this doubles as two things. It's a bookshelf and it's a business storage, to be honest. It's got boxes up there as well. But these are just some of the books that I own, some of the kit packs. Some of them will look a little bit dodgy, so Mother Goose Nursery Rhymes, not exactly a craft room. But this is a book that I had when I was a kid, and I'm really sentimental, so I can't bring myself to throw it away. And then we've got some photo albums as well, and then some more crochet books. And the problem doesn't end there with the books. There are so many more books. This is a little bit of a messier corner, so I'm letting you deep dive into my office. Not sure how I'm feeling about that. People might say that I'm a messy person. I don't really care, but let's just have a see what's in the messy corner. We have our Addy knitter here, not a PlayStation, those controllers, and then more books down here, and just general sort of stuff that I couldn't find a space for. Sneaky peek at a kit review that I'm going to do very soon. Just general stuff. And can we see a hell of a lot of Molly Makes and Simply Crochet magazines. And that is my craft room on a budget. Let me know, you guys, what was your favourite thing? I think, oh, there was one more thing. This is going to seem really stupid now, but I also bought a bin and covered it in stickers. Because, again, with my sticker obsession. So, absolutely covered in stickers. Because, let me tell you, one thing you need in your craft room is a bin. Don't forget the bin. But other than that, that is actually it. So let me know in the comments what kind of ideas I should have for my yarn storage. What was your favourite bit? And are you surprised that you can do it on a budget? To note, the wardrobe my yarn's in was Poppy's old wardrobe. And when we moved, we didn't throw it away. We just stuck it in here. So I ripped all of the shelves out and used it sort of half for yarn, half for other stuff. But other than that, I think tallied up the bin was £2.50 steel. So the most we've spent in here is like 65 quid on a backdrop, some pin boards. Oh, the desk. I didn't add the desk. Okay, 100 quid tops. Backdrop, pin boards, shelf, desk, and a bin. The rest of the stuff behind, on the backdrop, the hooks even were repurposed. My dad was chucking them away, so I asked him if we could have them. The rest of the stuff is repurposed. Even the fairy lights, Poppy was going to throw them out. They were in her room and she didn't want them, so I've used them. So it just shows that there is stuff out there that you can do on a budget. Literally, we haven't decorated or anything in here, as you could probably tell, because we haven't got the money for that right now. But just an easy way to show you that, one, it can be done even if you don't have any money. And two, it's really, really easy to reconfigure a tiny weeny space and make it something that is all your own. And three, because everybody likes to be a little bit nosy, and you can see my space now. This is where I film from every single week for you guys. If you have any questions, anything you want to know, any more nosy bits of information you want to know, drop them for me in the comments, because I'm more than happy to answer them. Don't forget to sign up for the email list, because you can get your very own Sprinkles, the dinosaur, the monster pattern for free if you sign up to my email list. That's dropping on Friday, Good Friday the 29th. As always, please like and subscribe. New videos go up every Sunday, and I will see you guys in the next one.